Okay, it looks like we're live here. So just waiting for the other phone to pick up here so I can see what you see. How about you guys? But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, has it been blazing hot. So I'm just hanging out, you know, kind of hanging out in the backyard here, doing a little bit of scrapping and such. So what I thought I would do is show you what I'm working on. Get rid of the echo here. Alright. I am out under my awning. I got this last year, probably one of the best things I ever did. Turn the volume down so you don't have to hear me twice. So I've been working really hard on a couple of things. I have a recycling company I'm working with, which is going really well. Had a couple of really good pickups from the local IT company, and they got rid of a lot of overstock. I actually did purchase it, but I purchased it knowing what was in each item. A couple of things I had them send me samples of. Yeah, they're just like, see what was in there so I knew what I could offer them. You know, there's a couple ways you can do these scrap. One is hit or miss, trust your luck. Maybe you'll get something free. That's always nice. Free is always good, right? But I had an opportunity come up. There's an IT company that is, they were culling their inventory, so to speak. So I've dealt with them a very long time. And so I was very happy to help them cull their inventory, and we have done pretty well. What it really did was give me a good inventory so that I can continue working with the recycle guy. So that's all going swimmingly. Absolutely swimmingly. Hey, that's right, recycling. How the heck are you? I'm well, I'm warm, but I'm outside and there's a nice breeze, and I'm just nice and easy going through piles in the back of my truck. I tell you, this awning was one of the best things I ever invested in. I got it last year. Most of you kind of watched me buy it, set up the Oasis. Haven't got much of an Oasis this year. I've got the awning, and I mean, I practically live outside in the summer. I love being outside. How's the temperature where you guys are? That's right, recycling. We are at, last time I checked, we were at about, I saw 100 degrees. I think it's probably come down a little bit. It's later in the afternoon, but I mean, it's just, most of the country's just been under the most unhealthy weather conditions I could even speak about. So very specifically, what I am working on are juniper switches, juniper networks. I did get these from my local IT company. They were clearing out a lot of stuff, and I bought I actually bought pallets of material. And I took one or two apart, kind of did a cost analysis, and yeah, it's just bad everywhere, guys. Just a good day to stay home. So what I wound up doing is the truck is full, and of course it's feast or famine. I'm full from the IT company, and then my telecom company called me yesterday for a pickup. I have somebody coming Sunday. Hi Dagburn, how are you? I have a pickup on Sunday. He's coming to pick up a pretty good sized load for me. But I have a lot of these juniper switches, and I specifically wanted to take a look at them. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they were going to be all that hot, but I am pleasantly surprised. There is really a high-grade telecom board in here. My quandary was, okay, do I make a pallet of these and just sell the whole unit as scrap, or do I take it apart and sell the board? I mean, I'm probably going to get restrictions because I said sell. I don't care. You know, I just posted up as a video later. If I was to do a cost analysis, which I kind of did, and I do that with almost every large pallet of similar material I get, I found it was better to disassemble the unit and process out all the parts by themselves. They came with this honking heavy power supply, which is good. And then of course you're going to get the shred and high-grade telecom boards. I believe the last time I looked they were $7.50 per pound. So these are definitely worth pulling the board out of and you know, doing something else with it than just selling the whole bulk unit per se. So it yields a nice backplane board, which is here. It's hot and that'll last probably one of the, I've been in and out of the house all day. You know, I love being outside, but boy, this is just dripping. Basement temps are perfect for me, mid-70s. Yeah, my basement is fairly comfortable. And I've been really trying to get the basement workshop redone, post-flood, so to speak. And I haven't quite gotten there yet. My goal is to get rid of the pod that is sitting happily in my driveway. I want to get rid of that by the end of the summer. I would like to get rid of a lot of the stuff that I have, a lot of the e-scrap that's kicking around. I do have a bulk recycler who attends to that for me. And you're going to get a nice backplane board out of there. So you want to put those separately. Those are backplane boards. You can sell them in with your gold finger cards if you want. These junipers are a little bit older, and that looks like to me, that looks like a pretty good backplane board. So what's everybody doing for the 4th? Did you go see fireworks? I was supposed to go to the fireworks last night, but oh God, it was so hot. Ugh. I couldn't even imagine sitting on the beach. Even at 9 o'clock at night, it was 100 degrees. I'm like, no thanks. I don't feel like dealing with crowds, and I don't feel like dealing with that kind of heat. And I said, the heck with it, I stayed home. So we're gonna get a nice little network card out of here. I actually have a box getting ready to go to our good friend who done it, and I've been putting smalls aside. Yeah, too dry. Yeah, that's true. A lot of places did cancel them because of the dryness. You're right. That's right. Recycling. And I forgot. Where are you based out of? I've completely forgotten. So I'm going to put this in the box for our friend who done it. You know, most of you guys who follow any of our content creators. Thanks. That's right. Recycling. You take care too. It was good to say hello, and you know, just kind of decided to jump in while I took these junipers apart. So I think these junipers, you're going to do better profit-wise if you you're going to do better profit-wise if you take these apart and pull the high-grade telecom board out of it. I think that would be my basis. If it's got a high-grade telecom board, I would pull it and just scrap out the rest. Again, you know, that's my opinion, and you guys can do whatever you want. Because this is a high-grade telecom board. It's borderline, but it is high-grade telecom. You can do whatever you want. Because this is a high-grade telecom board. It's borderline, but it is high-grade telecom. Turn on reactions. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands all the time. I figured that was a restriction. They'd love to restrict me. I swear to God, every once in a while you just get on the radar and they just beat the whoop out of you. Frozen for anyone else? I would say just gaming. It's probably weather related. It is very, very humid and very sticky, and you know, iPhones don't really care for that. So anyway, my focus was Juniper network switches, which is what I'm trying to take apart right now. And of course, you know, when you go live, that's always going to be the one that gives you a sticky wicket. Yeah, I would anticipate you're going to get lousy Wi-Fi today. It's the weather is so hot, it's going to interfere with everything. So these, for me, are worth the time to take apart. They really don't usually take me this long. It's just, you know, I went on live, so of course it's going to take me longer. I've got a lot of network switches here. Let's see, I missed a screw. That's why she's being persnickety. I don't usually pull these off because the flip chip will come right along with it. And, you know, I don't want to do that. So this is going to go as a high-grade telecom. Really a lot of gold. It's an older board. Very nice gold flashing. Consistent chips across. There's a flip chip under here, but if I pull this, the chip is going to come right along with it. I'm not going to take anything off of this board because it really is borderline, but there's a lot of gold. There's gold bonding wire here, silver band oscillators, and just overall a really nice board to you know what with. So I have probably, I think I've got about 100 of these to do this afternoon, and you know, I thought I'd just jump on really quick and share those out with you. And when I go to the next item, I will share that out too. This is just going to go as shred. But, you know, if I were to weigh out the whole item, like this, weighs about 8 pounds. And if I just sell it as a switch, it's going to go at 40 cents a pound, or excuse me, 90 cents a pound. Whereas if I open it up and I take this, which weighs about a pound, the telecom board is going to net $7.50 a pound. So it's my feeling these are worth taking the boards out, and adios to the rest. Okay guys, I just, oh, it's going really well, Joshua. Thank you for asking. I go in, I pick up a pallet a day. And, you know, I get that processed and processed. These switches here are definitely, you know, worth it. That's one of the things I want to do over the course of processing this big purchase, is I definitely want to, hi Patrick, I definitely want to show you some of the different things that we are getting out of this. I mean, if you know your material, and you have some idea of what's inside, you can make an intelligent decision as to whether you should sell it whole or scrap it. And in this case, you know, we got a really nice power supply. I did check, you know, where the resale, there's a lot of them up for resale. They're not selling all that well, so that will get scrapped. I will scrap the shell, and we will definitely send this out as a high-grade telecom board. These are Dallas switches. They may have copper, but you know, there's a lot of good gold bearing components on this board. So definitely, in my opinion, the Juniper network switch is worth disassembling and parting it out, in my opinion. So that is today's very short live. I did want to say hello. I want to wish everybody well. Please be very careful. It's extremely hot. Don't overdo it. And you know, I've been coming out. I've been scrapping a couple things, going back into the air conditioning, resting, coming back out. So over the course of the next week or so, I will come on with all of the different things that we have obtained from the purchase. And I bought I bought 20,000 pounds of e-scrap, guys. Again, though, I know what's in it because I do this so often. So I really know what's in each item. I can do a cost analysis. Scrap It All is really good at doing that. So is Shark Scrapper. These are another thing I've been working on. These are Dell blade servers. This will sell as a dual metal socket motherboard. You know, lots of gold here. See, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know how the lighting is anywhere, but the gold is amazing on this board. There's a lot of gold here. There's gold under here. And just really a great board. So again, take the things apart, weigh them out, do a cost analysis, especially if you have 40, 50, 60, 100 of the same item, and do see where your best value is. So over the next week or so, I will be posting some lives on as I, you know, disintegrate each pallet. And you know, I mean, really time-wise, guys, they take no time. These switches are super easy. They're ridiculously easy to scrap, and they're all the same. This is a an IT company. I've been working with these guys probably since I started doing e-scrap, and I have a really good business relationship with them. And I mean, these are one of the easiest things to scrap in the world. It's getting, you know, it's getting hard to get e-scrap. So for me to give myself a good base of e-scrap so that I can continue processing stuff right through the winter, I think it was a good investment. And knowing what's in each unit and being able to do a cost analysis for myself was very, very helpful. Absolutely. So I'm going to share some of that knowledge with you guys, huh? That's a good thing to do. I know I haven't been live a whole lot. I'm sorry about that. I just, it's been busy. And I do repost my lives as videos, guys. You can see my smiling face whenever you want. Alright, a few screws. Let's see if I got everybody. So like 6 or 8 screws. There was a big piece of metal back here with the power supply on it. Pop this off. Let's hope. Oh, I love when it does what it's supposed to do. Look at that. Just like that. And again, a nice telecom board inside. You got to get the battery out. Even if you're selling the whole lot as like scrap or some such thing to a, you know, yard or some such thing, you got to get that battery out. You still have things you have to do. Got to get a nice back plane board here. For 5 minutes worth of work, I've quadrupled the amount that I would get for just selling the thing whole, you know? And that, to me, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I've got enough material for my recycler. He comes down from New York every Sunday and picks up a load for me. Which I really hate giving up a Sunday, but traffic coming out of New York into Connecticut is pretty horrific, so I'm trying to work around everything. So you got a nice backplane board, lots of gold. Oops, I just smacked my phone. Lots of gold. I'll put those all separately. Those will grade as, you can put them in with your gold finger cards. I put them in with backplane boards because anything gold plugging into something gold is a backplane board. And I've got a lot of good telecom. Hi, Stacy Jelly Roll Johnson. How are you? Hey, we got a lot of people in the house. Hey guys, don't forget, please just give the give it a good tap, some likes and whatever. And I would appreciate that. supposed to go away this weekend, but it's actually too hot. Health-wise, I'd rather just stay home, come outside, work a little bit, go back in, cool off, come back outside, overheat. I just think it's a better. I'd rather be home when it's this hot. It's actually too hot to even go to the beach. The beaches are all closed. They're already overly full. And thank you, Patrick, for those likes. I appreciate that, my good friend. How's the weather over there in Ireland? I know Europe got hit pretty good with a bad heat wave last week. Unfortunately, there were quite a few, there were some fatalities. You know, it was the coldest winter I can remember, and it's also been the hottest summer, and we're only, what, a couple of days into it? So leave this guy, because if you pull it, the flip chip's going to come right out with it. You can snag these guys. It's, not so bad. Going to take this guy out, because that is going to our good friend who done it. I'm trying to make a box up for him on for shipping being what it's being. I've got a box going to him, and I've got a box going to Joshua de Beaumont, but I want to make sure they're good and full, because the shipping has just been absolutely ridiculous. You know, the price of gas has come back down, but do you think they've dropped the price of shipping? No. Gotta go to Who Done It. He's got a nice little box going. I got a nice little box going for him. I should be able to ship that out. I'm hoping to ship everything out on Monday. I'd like my living room back. My living room is piled high with boxes that need to go out, but it's unhealthy. You know, this weather's just, it's unhealthy to head out and about. Were you affected badly by the heat wave, Patrick? Did it affect your part of Europe? I did see that quite a few people in France had succumbed to the heat. It was very, very difficult. But I mean, 110, my gosh. Hello, Silver Dog. Jesse, welcome in. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe so that you know when I do go live. I've been, like I said, kind of quiet lately, but just because there's just too much going on. But I'm working on it. I love going live, love chatting with you guys. I love talking. I love teaching. I can't think of a finer bunch of people than to hang out with and fellow scrappers. Keep missing this one. I think by the time I'm done here, I should have 48 to 50 pounds of telecom boards. No, I don't want to co-host. You know, someday, when I finish the inside of the house, which is coming along, when I get the basement done and I get upstairs done, and I actually have a studio, I will look at expanding my techniques. You know, for me to do a co-host, it has to be, number one, somebody who I've been following or working with or talking to for a long time. And I like to plan ahead. So again, these juniper switches, it is a switch because you have more than 6 ports. So that's a switch. Look at the back. Even the back of this board. This is a great board. If you're somebody who holds boards for future gold refining, this is a board I would definitely keep. I should wind up with 48 to 50 pounds of these. It's just a really great board. In spite of the fact that these Dallas switches are not the greatest, I have plenty of gold on this board. Plenty of gold for any of the board buyers who are out there. I myself, if I was buying boards, would buy this as a high-grade telecom because of the extra gold. And it would be just barely. But you got plenty in here. Alright guys, so I did want to stop in. I wanted to say hello. You got booted? I get booted all the while. Yeah, Todd, just been super busy. I'm working really hard at getting my lives back online. My problem is every time I go live, they freaking restrict me, and I'm just so sick of it. But I am posting videos. all of my lives will be reposted as videos. I've got some good solid content for the next couple of weeks for you guys. Mostly going through all of the equipment that we did purchase, and just showing you some different things. And people really like when I do take aparts and explain the different kinds of boards. Probably should do that, huh? So telecom boards, guys. This is just barely a high telecom board. If it had any more dead space than what it has, it would have to go as a low-grade telecom board. But this is a switchboard. It's got a lot of gold in the ports. It came out of a switch. I know that. It's telecom because I got it out of telecom equipment. A lot of gold on this board, though. It really has been. It's a good board, even though it's not as chip-rich as some high-grade telecom boards. There's plenty there for a board buyer. So that, my friends, is going to be my live for today. I will be, as I said, as I process this big order through, it's 24,000 pounds of assorted e-scrap, and I will definitely go on and show you different samples of the material. I think it's important to know what's in the material, and I'll try really, really hard to make sure that the titles reflect what the video actually is about, so that if you get an opportunity to purchase a lot of e-scrap, you might know what's in there, and I think that's very helpful information, and I'm going to continue doing such a thing. So I want to wish you all well to all of my friends here in the state. God bless you. Any of you who are veterans, thank you for your service. We have our July 4th weekend, July 4th on Sunday. Kind of a special day anyway for well, not special, but it's a day of remembrance for, of course, all of our veterans who have fought to give us the independence that we have. For me, it's an anniversary date. My grandmother, God in heaven rest her soul, passed away on July 4th, 1981, and she was the rock of our family, so we always remember her on the 4th of July. So, everybody be well, take care, God in heaven bless you, and please don't forget to hit to subscribe so that you know when I go live, and I do promise I'll try really hard to get more lives up. Like I said, I'm just so tired of getting restricted. I just, it's like if I sneeze, they restrict my life. Alright, everybody, be well, stay safe. Please don't spend too much time out in the heat. It is nasty out there. Alright, guys, God bless. Talk to you soon.